Hey everybody, Neil Malik with Knack Training here, bringing another Everyday Office video. And in today's video, I'd like to highlight a problem that sometimes comes up if you are working with pivot tables and pivot charts together. So as you can see here, I've got a pivot table on the left telling me the number of open tickets we have with each of these different technical support representatives. And I've gone ahead and made a pivot chart immediately to the right that reflects how many tickets each one of these people has. And that seems perfectly reasonable. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and it's nice to be able to see, wow, 95 is really significantly more than the next one down, and then hugely different from the ones towards the bottom. But the problem is that with a pivot table, one of the big reasons I use a pivot table for anything is its ability to change, to fluctuate over time, or to be filtered, stuff like that. So I'll click here on my pivot table, go up here to the Analyze tab at the top of the screen, and I will add a slicer. Actually, I'll add a few slicers. So I go to Insert Slicer here on the Analyze tab, and I add slicers to be able to filter this down by the product we're talking about, the issue that we're having with that product, and the status of that ticket. And then I'll click OK, and I'll just put all three of these slicers immediately to the right of the information we're talking about so far. So we can easily see how we might decide to put together a chart that just tells us how many tickets are open, for example. So I'll come over here and I'll click on Open, and you can see that this is the number of actually open tickets there are for each of these individual representatives. Cusato has 17 tickets open. McCummins only has 1 ticket open down here at the bottom. But you can imagine in just a second here, I'm about to filter by something else. If Shea and McCummins down here both have 1 ticket open, the odds of them going to 0 once I choose the product that the ticket is about or the issue type for that ticket is going to be very, very high. In fact, several of these down here at the bottom are going to go to 0 very quickly. Unfortunately, the pivot chart only knows what size it's supposed to be based off of me sort of stretching it and squishing it. And so the second that let's say, change this over to licensing, and a bunch of people aren't in that pivot chart anymore, now you can see that the pivot chart is bigger than it needs to be. I want the pivot chart to squeeze down to match up with the number of tickets that are open. Unfortunately, I can't do that. So the other alternative is as follows. I go over here to my pivot table, and I'm going to do 2 things to my pivot table. On the Analyze tab at the top of the screen, I'm going to go to Options over here on the left. And the first thing I'm going to do is right down here where it says For Empty Cells Show, and I'm going to type in the number 0. Basically what that'll say here is anytime that we don't have tickets for McCummins or Shea or Hahn or Patil down here at the bottom, go ahead and put that they have 0 tickets. And then I'll click OK. But here's the other thing we're going to do. We're going to click on these fields on the field over here on the left that is for representative. Just click on any representative here on the left and go to Field Settings up at the top of the screen. And here's the important one right here under Layout and Print. You see right here it says, if there is an item that has no data, what are we going to do with it? Would you like to show it? Yes, I would like to show the items that have no data still. Then click OK. And now when I filter this down and say, oh, it's only login and credentials, you can see all those entries are listed as 0s. Let me go ahead and bring those back again. So again, if I go to Accruix, you can see that there are only 3 tickets open for Gao with Accruix. And then when I say, oh, let's talk about product failures, instantly we have all the records up here that do have tickets as well as the ones that do not. And so the bars still match up perfectly with the matching pivot table because we haven't eliminated the things that shouldn't show up in the pivot table. We've just said that you should be there, but you should be a 0.